guys emotionally processing this performance?
I mean, emotionally, that's to me. Obviously, when you lose in that fashion, nobody is having a good time right now. But everybody understands that we put ourselves in those positions, and we got to get back to work tomorrow. So there's nothing really to it. Got to be better, and we will be better.
Anthony, they're corners. How difficult of a challenge was that to go up against those guys?
I mean, they're good players over there. We know coming into the league, they were good guys, good group. So, I mean, they did their thing today.
For both of you on your sides of the ball, last week we heard from you guys that, shooting yourselves in the foot was kind of the name of the game and the reason you came up short. How much did you feel like that kind of reared its head again today?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for the offense, that was definitely the biggest part. I mean, I think we had 3 turnovers in the red zone, 2 in the end zone. I mean, you just can't have that as an offense if you want to win against good teams like that. So, I mean, we shot ourselves in the foot all day. So, I mean, this was on us.
Same with us defensively. Different positions that we put ourselves in a hole sometimes, playing behind the sticks and letting, short 5-yard catches turn into 12, 13, 14, 15-yard gains. So tackling, we definitely got to clean that up. And then, we didn't have no takeovers. We got to be better, plain and simple.
Did you guys feel overall as a group you maybe took a step back this week, or did you feel like you played well enough but just had too many mistakes?
I don't want to say we took a step back, but we definitely didn't take any step forward. So like I said, we're going to get on this flight, eat this loss, and have that urgency to improve tomorrow.
How would you describe the tone of the locker room right now?
I mean, obviously guys are pissed, but like we've been saying, guys, we can all be pissed all we want. It's from man to man, you're pissed at yourself. For your individual effort, your individual performance, because that's the only thing you can change. So you gotta go back home, you gotta watch the film, watch yourself, be your biggest critic, and come tomorrow ready to work and improve on what you need to improve.
Did you guys feel like you guys were able to put that USC loss behind you quickly, or did that linger at all during the week?
I mean, I didn't feel like it lingered. Every week we got 12 games, home we play 13, so. You got to put every game behind you. Once it's done, you learn from it. It's on to the next one. I just feel like we didn't go out there and execute today, and that was the biggest thing.
Anything else? At this point in the season, you have these goals. Do you reassess those? You charge ahead? How do you approach that?
We still have the same goals. I don't think we'll ever change. Until you tell us your goals are impossible. Our goals are always going to stay the same. We're not going to take one loss, one bad performance, and be like, question the type of team we are, question who we know we are. We know we're way better than what we showed today. We know we're better than what we've shown all season. So it's just about us coming out and playing our best ball. But no, we're not going to take one loss or a little bit of adversity and say, who the freak are we?
What would you say to Chance right now if you had a chance just to pick him up, or what would your message be to him?
I mean, just prayers up. You hate seeing guys go down with injuries, no matter what the injury is. Especially a head and neck injury is, it's part of the game of football, but it's scary at the end of the day. So I hope he's in good spirits. It looks like he's in good spirits, so just praying for him.
Yeah, same thing with me. The only thing that I care about right now is if he's all right. It's always scary going down with injuries, so just hope he's all right.
Is he in the locker room?
I saw him.
Yeah.
Anthony, when you start to try to bounce back from a loss like this and the one last week, do you kind of start with what Jaydon just said, where you know your goals are still in reach?
Oh yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we just got to execute. We had plenty of opportunities to put points on the board, and we just gave them points. We had 3 touchdowns that we gave them essentially. So yeah, it's just going back to the details tomorrow, diving in the film tonight, and just realize what we got to do tomorrow and going to work on it. Just being better execution.
You play a good team and you don't play well, you're going to get exposed a little bit. And I thought that showed up tonight. Obviously, start with the turnover in. Credit to them for creating some of that. But you give them the ball like that, it was tough. I did appreciate the effort in the first half. I didn't think we executed cleanly, gave them 2 picks early on. But, you know, regroup, got it to halftime, it's a one-score game, get a 3 and out, and then we go down and get points to make this thing competitive after the way we had played, but then we couldn't sustain that throughout. I mean, they go turn around, get a score, we give them the ball again, and it just went downhill from there. So we gotta improve, man. We gotta execute a whole lot better. We gotta make sure we're giving them plans and positions and all of that. So this is the ultimate team game. Starting with me to the coaches to the players. So I do believe in this group. Enjoy coaching them. Appreciate the effort they're putting into this thing. Came in here, didn't play well enough against a good team, and then lost.
The 2 first quarter interceptions by chance, what did you see on those? Were those mostly on chance, or?
No, the first one, I think the corner's sitting on the route, maybe he read the shoulders or whatnot, and, you know, we're trying to push him deep and get some separation. He didn't. He's sitting on the route and made a nice play. Second one, I don't think we're clean. I mean, he needs to see that the route's not clean. The pick six comes on.
How is Chance physically? Do you have any updates? Or
Nothing definitive. You know, I know he's walking around. I just saw him talking briefly, but nothing definitive.
What do you need out of the quarterback?
Well, we can't turn it over. Yeah, we can't turn it over. And again, I think we got guys that can help us score points. We just got to do a better job of it. So it starts with that. They're managing the game in regards to some plays. We got some shots down the field. Again, going back to Chance early on, making some throws there, and so. Obviously, though, I think this back-to-back weeks we have 4 picks. That ain't gonna get it done.
You have to reassess that this week, regardless of health and all that.
I think we look at it. I think, but again, I don't think it's a big controversy. This guy's been improved, battled, Chance, got hurt tonight. I did think Ben came in into a hostile place for his first kind of genuine playing time and did some solid things. But I think it starts a little bit again with us coaches, and we'll dive into this tomorrow.
Looked like your guys were warming up before Chance got hurt. Was there any
No,
consideration?
no, we just got an early indication that he was getting looked at.
So it was 100% an injury.
100%. Yeah.
How did you feel like Ben responded to being thrown into a position like that?
You know, I thought he battled out there. I mean, you know, again, I thought he saw the coverage for the most part, besides the first red zone touch interception. Made some throws, missed a couple. But there's some, without staring at this tape, I didn't think he was overwhelmed by the moment. I really didn't.
how did you feel like the defense played?
I was proud of it. First half, you look at statistically what we were doing in the run game in particular. We had to stop them in the run game. I think our traditional handed to the tailback run game was minimal. It came down to a few pulls by the quarterback. They got us, which again, we got guys there. We got a tackle back. This guy's ripping off a 20-yard run. We got 3 guys that got a chance to make a tackle.
After USC, you and a couple of the players said that you can't shoot yourself in the foot, and that was part of the difference in last week. How much did you feel like that was kind of the same story this week?
Yeah, I mean, it is. And again, I get up here all the time, so focus on what we could have done and whatnot. I give some credit to Utah. This is a good football team now. This is a hostile place. They've been good on defense for a long time. They make you earn it, and then challenge you. And so we got to be better. If we're going to try to be the type of program team we want to be, we got to be able to execute better.
Will this loss be a little bit tougher to turn the page on from last week, just because it's another
Yeah, I don't know. Again, last week, these are two good teams we just played. There's 100%. We know that. And so I think these guys will reload tomorrow and understand that we got more than half our season left. This is game 5. It was guaranteed 12 games, and we'll be back to work.
Do you worry about their psyche or confidence?
I really don't. It starts with the leadership we've got, the veterans around here. I go to the effort we're playing with. I don't think that's a problem out there. I don't think we were any kind of funk hangover, any of that kind of thing. Came out swinging. We got it executed. Give them the ball a couple times early in the game. That's going to put you behind.
Is it oversimplifying it to say that you're getting what you need out of 21 positions? You just need to get better play out of the quarterback?
I won't go quite that far. Obviously, those are glaring when we turn the thing on. We needed to be more exposed to the run game in the first 5 games. I think we could have got more out of that. Just look at big picture here. We've dropped the ball too many times, and so that's not all on the kill. He throws a couple strikes and we don't catch it. That's not on him. So I think it's oversimplified.